It's beyond scary. I mean, if you have nowhere to get water, if you have nowhere to use the bathroom, if you there's no shower available, that is a nightmare. I mean, we're human beings, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I went to Tulane. I just feel like I never dreamed in a million years that
you
I would
end up
be
in
this
this
situation.
position.
Yeah, you have no idea. I've had addiction issues. I've had drinking issues because this is hard. I mean, you have to do something to kind of to make it not feel as bad. Please know, if you choose this lifestyle, you will have dental problems, you will have financial problems, you will lose everything just like that. You'll burn all your bridges. People know you can't. I mean, and it tears you apart really quick. It drags you through the dirt. I mean, you'll look like your body will be like 60, but you're only 30.
What's up, YouTube? So, guys, we got merch. Make sure you go to AtlantaStreetInterviews.com and grab one of the newest drops. The merch is popping, so make sure you go get it now. AtlantaStreetInterviews.com. If you love the channel, or if you just like the message, Homeless Lives Matter, we all have a story. Or I love Atlanta Street Interviews. Go right now. AtlantaStreetInterviews.com. Get one for your auntie, your mama, your sister, your cousin, your brother, your nephew, your frenemy. Get one for everybody. AtlantaStreetInterviews.com. Go cop the merch. Now back to the content.
What's up, YouTube? Atlanta Street Interviews out here with another one. So we got a young lady with us today. How you doing today, miss?
I'm in my prime. How are you?
I'm well. So I haven't seen you out here. Are you homeless?
Yes, this actually just very recently happened to me. It's a pattern, I'll be honest, but I'll just break this down really quick to where this began, the foundation. My daughter committed suicide 8 months ago. She was, if you've ever heard gang stalking, she was basically bullied on Facebook really bad. She was
on Facebook?
Yeah, she was 24. She was bullied and harassed, and a lot of people were defamation of her character. Within 3 weeks, she lost her house, her job at Lowe's, and her children. And she hung herself, and I found her when she was dead. And I'll be completely honest with you, sir. I was a CNA. I had a home in Rome, Georgia, and I just hit the... May I cuss?
You say you did what?
Am I allowed to cuss?
Yeah, go ahead.
I hit the button. I didn't want to. I'm in Atlanta. I'm not in my hometown because I really did. I didn't want to shit where I ate. I didn't want my family to see me fall apart.
Right.
I knew I was absolutely falling apart. I just let everything go. Now I'm on disability, and my problem really isn't stability as far as housing. It's just that I can't. I'm grieving. And
so mentally you're not there.
Right. Oh, well, I'm not mentally, like, I'm not like on a short bus or nothing, but I mean, I'm just, I'm in a grieving process.
You're still in it's trauma.
I'm
and you're
traumatized.
still experiencing
That's
it.
why I get a check, is because I was diagnosed with PTSD. I couldn't work anymore.
How old are you?
I'm legal.
I know, but you had a daughter that was 24. That was like, okay, well, how old is she?
I'm 41, and she was 20. I'm 41, and she was 24.
Okay.
If I could get any message across to anybody, please, gang stalking is a real thing. Gaslighting is a real thing. You guys.
What type of stuff were they saying about your daughter?
Oh my God, they were just calling defamation of character. They were calling Lowe's and saying they were calling DFAC, saying she was prostituting out of her house. They needed to take the kids. They called Lowe's and said that she was selling fentanyl to people and stuff. They did a drug test and it came clean. She didn't even smoke pot. She'd been with 2 guys in her life. But just by defamation of character, what it is a bunch of people gang stalking, get together, and they target one individual. I mean, a few of them didn't even know who she was, and it was all over the internet. But I mean, just word of mouth. They just called.
Tell you what, that social media, man, it could be a blessing and a curse.
A curse. Well, everything's under a microscope with social media. If everything's going good and you got a lot of likes and you're popular,
yep, everybody thinks that your life is the greatest ever, and then when things are bad, then they jump on you, and everybody jumps on you, piles on. The internet is undefeated, as they say. So.
Okay. So that was the foundation. I didndidn't mean to drag it out.
No, it's okay.
So I have been kind of habitually homeless, like maybe a couple of weeks out of the month. It is a nightmare. I mean, I'm telling you, you're in survival mode, fight or flight. You can't have any time to do anything normal because you're thinking about the bare necessities. Where am I going to lay my head? How am I going to take a bath?
Yeah.
Where am I going to eat? And you feel it's a humbling experience. is embarrassing. That like right now I have makeup on and I'm trying to hold myself together and stay composed.
How long have you been here in Atlanta?
I've been here. I just came back from Savannah about 2 weeks ago, but I've lived in Atlanta back and forth for about
Been
5
moving
years.
around type deal.
Well, I left my boyfriend. He was beating me, and so I chose to be. I'd rather be on the streets than be his. So.
Okay.
But
okay.
it's scary sometimes. You know what I'm saying? There's
So real quick, we know about the one daughter. Do you have any other kids?
I have 3.
Okay. Where was that daughter in the birth order? Was she the oldest, the youngest?
The oldest.
Okay, so she was the oldest.
She was the golden child.
How old are the other 2 children?
Vivian is 20, and Zayden is 16.
Okay.
But
And so Zayden, like for instance, who does he live with?
he actually lives with my cousin Teresa. She lives in Texas. And
Texas?
Yes, sir. I feel bad about that because I just kind of fell apart. I've had addiction issues. I've had drinking issues because this is hard. I mean, you have to do something to kind of to make it not feel as bad.
What is the pain? Where's this pain? Where's the initial source of this pain? Real quick, let's start from beginning. So you're 41. You got 3. Well,
I mean, I went to Tulane. I just feel like I never dreamed in a million years that
you
I would
end up
be
in this
situation.
position.
Yeah, you have no idea. I mean, you'd never, and then you do things. They're like not. They're not like. I'm housebroken, you know. I don't want to use the bathroom in public.
Yeah.
I mean, you do. There's things that you have to do. You have no choice.
When you're in survival mode and when you're out on the streets, trust me, I know.
It's beyond scary. I mean, if you have nowhere to get water, if you have nowhere to use the bathroom, if you there's no shower available, that is a nightmare. I mean, we're human beings, you know what I'm saying? You can't.
So let's figure out how you got here. So, okay, so let's just start from the beginning. So where you from?
I'm from Rome, Georgia.
You from Rome?
Do you know where Rome is?
Of course I know where Rome is.
Oh, Lord.
I've been all over Georgia, man. I love Georgia.
That's awesome.
Listen, man, shout out to Rome. Shout out to North Georgia, man. Shout out to them mountains. All right, shout it all out, man. Rome, I'm going to tell you something. People sleep on Rome. Don't sleep on Rome. It's a small enough town, but it got some stuff going on up there.
You.
All right, so... All right, so
interesting.
shout out to all my amigos up there and all my amigas up there, all my Latinos.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, so okay. So growing up in Rome, did you have both mom and dad in the household?
Honestly, I was raised by my grandparents. I was an only child. I had a wonderful upbringing. My mom was honestly a crack whore. My dad was a biker. They're both dead. But, my grandparents raised me, and I was an only child. And I think that's why I got into addiction. And I think that's why I didn't really become responsible because I was spoiled and nobody really taught me about responsibility. And
what age would you say like you started doing the harder stuff?
Oh God, well, not really. It's not that bad. Maybe 22.
Okay, because it sounds like you had your first child around 17.
18.
Okay, so
well, my husband went to prison for trafficking meth when I was 24, and then I was introduced to that lifestyle, and it was just really, it was something I thought I would never do. It was something I was taught.
What do you mean, like something meaning what lifestyle?
Just the drug lifestyle of being on something that is hard. I mean, it's a whole nother level. It's not pot. It's not the drinking. It's
It's something that's pulling you.
Yeah.
And what type of stuff would you be doing? Like, did you start sex work? Did you start any of that stuff?
No, sir. I've never done it. I was really, honestly, what do you call it? Like a functional
addict
for a long time, and I hid it, and I just did what I was supposed to do, but I was really just really intoxicated the whole time, and that's really irresponsible. And all over America, there's so many people that you would never know that are addicts. I mean, they try to keep it together, and they have jobs.
Yeah, no, I know plenty of functional addicts. I'm gonna go ahead and ask: is that where like the teeth situation came from and everything else? Like
Yes,
the bottom row?
Yes,
Because it's like the top row. Why do you think the top row looks so good, and then the bottom row is not? What is like? How did that occur?
I believe it's very common in people that smoke. I don't know, maybe the smoke just gets an area teeth.
Okay, and we talking about smoking meth, or we talking about crack, or we talking about both? Or?
Both.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, that's odd.
I hope to get fixed. I look like a hillbilly.
Well, it would seem like both sets would be
It is very
either
odd.
good or bad, but it's like one is like
Well, I thank God that one.
yeah, your top set is like, I couldn't tell at first, and then the bottom set is where you see it. You're like, okay, I got you. Okay. it's important for people to know about
Of
these
course,
things, you
yeah.
know.
Please know, if you choose this lifestyle, you will have dental problems, you will have financial problems, you will lose everything just like that. You'll burn all your bridges. People know you can't. I mean, and it tears you apart really quick. It drags you through the dirt. I mean, you'll look like your body will be like 60, but you're only 30.
Yeah. So what do you think? Again, like, and I can understand the kind of trauma or pain of not, really like having your parents in your life and stuff like that, right? Even though you had a good upbringing with grandma, right? But what other pain is the pain that really drove you to do these harder drugs, and what are you running away from?
I really think that it was honestly hereditary. I mean, if you have a lot of people that are addicts in your family, you're really a lot more prone to this. I mean, it really does, I believe.
Well, I'll ask it this way. Is there any initial pain? Is there anything that...
No, honestly, what I just started because everybody else was doing it.
So just product of your environment type deal.
Right, absolutely. But I realized at one point I was self-medicating. I was like, oh, okay, this turns all your bad feelings into good feelings, and I don't have to worry about
What were the bad feelings?
Just worrying about the stress of being a mom, financial stuff. I mean, before all this type of stuff happened, I mean, just the stress of household life. I mean,
just like adulting, basically, the stress of adulting, and
yeah.
Like you say, you had your first kid at 18, which is, that's a young age.
Well, I went to Tulane and I had to drop out because I got pregnant. So
okay. So
I think honestly, to be honest with you, that's what initiated because right after that I got on the hard stuff, because that was
depressing for you.
Oh yeah, God, yeah, I felt like my life was over.
So you had 3 kids, same dad or different dads?
Oh, 2 different dads.
2 different dads. Okay.
But they were really good dads. They were always in the picture.
Okay, so good dads, but you say one of them ended up in prison, I guess?
Yeah, but when he got out, he really got his life together. He wasn't on drugs. He was just
selling them.
Right, and so I was there for him, and they were both good fathers. But things happen in life. You know what I'm saying? Life is not a box of chocolate.
I'm gonna tell you what. This is why I record.
Yeah.
To show people, man, like, this is real life.
Yeah.
Because I mean. So, because you went from being what was essentially probably like, middle class, working lady, or, whatever you want to call it, even if it was lower middle class, right? Working lady, functional, to just kind of losing it.
Yeah.
What would you say the cause of that was?
I think when my husband went to prison, and then my baby daddy that I was with for 12 years, my second dad, he got on drugs, and he's the reason I got on drugs, because I wanted to be closer to him. I just wanted to. He would sneak back and just stay in the garage and everything. And I was trying to do something to be in his little.
And you wanted to be with him, no matter what it was.
That's honestly why I started. Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. And so, like, because it sounds like your kids have been in. Is that defects, or is that just family took them type?
Family.
Okay.
Family. Thank
God.
God.
So how long has it been that you haven't raised them, you haven't had custody type deal?
Oh, well, I had custody of my 2 older ones, but my son's Aiden. He went with my cousin in Texas when he was 13.
When he was 3?
13.
13.
Yeah.
What happened at 13 that caused him to have to go to Texas?
I got on drugs.
Okay.
And I was not going to. I knew that I had a problem, and I was not going to have my child around it. And my family stepped in and tried to help, and I was trying to think about what was best for him. I mean, I just never. I knew that I was falling apart, and I just didn't want. I wasn't giving him away like, oh, I don't want. I'm too irresponsible to be a mother. I was just like, I'm doing something right now that my child doesn't need to be around. So.
Okay, I get that. Okay. All right, so what are we doing at this point to get ourselves out of this situation?
Yeah, that is the magic. That's the $1 million question. I'm just sitting here and pondering this every second. I'm on disability. I need to be very, very frugal with that. and try this.
Got to make it stretch.
Yeah, absolutely. In this time, I mean, but it's just so little of money. Like you can't. Survive on
Listen, nothing goes far these days.
Yeah, you can't survive. So I'm really right now. I'm trying to find like a rooming house or a boarding house. My oldest daughter, Vivian, she's pregnant right now. She lives in Atlanta, so I really want to be there for her. I mean, I don't want to be a liability. I want to be an asset.
Right. Not someone that's, like you say, a liability. I get it. Okay. Well, listen, on that note, if anybody out there did want to reach out, help, or donate, do you have a way for them to do that? Do you have social media, Cash App, anything like that?
Yeah, I really think that it would help me. I could say everywhere I go, you have to have a deposit, and then the first month's rent, and I don't have enough money to make a deposit. So I'm sitting out here in shelters, and just so sometimes there's no shelters open, and I literally am just sitting out here like with nowhere to. In your head, there's so many things that you need to do and could do, but you're just stuck.
Kind of stuck. I get it.
It's very humbling.
Well, I mean, do you have Cash App?
No, I don't right now. I don't even have a phone right now, sir.
Okay.
That's how bad it is.
What about Instagram, Facebook, or any way people
I do
reach
have
out to
Facebook,
you?
yeah.
What's your Facebook?
Nikki Nevada.
How you spell Nikki?
Nikki.
And then Nevada?
Nevada.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
All right, well, listen, miss, like I say, we really appreciate you taking the time answering all of our questions.
I appreciate it. It was it's nice to talk to people about it. It's really hard to break that shell because it's embarrassing, and I do know that people that know me might see this. So I really, it's taken a lot of guts for me to do this, but I feel really proud of myself, and I appreciate you giving me the opportunity to do that.
I tell you what, man. Listen, we wish you nothing but the best. Make sure you have a good one, okay?
You too.
All right.